Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to easily beat the Everdark Sovereign Gaping Jaw in Elden Ring Nightreign. I've beat this boss a few times now, so I'll be giving some tips and tricks to make sure that you have an easier time doing this. The first thing I want to mention, because I've seen people do this every single time, is after the lightning attack when he makes this tornado, you got to run to the edge of the map. I run towards the purple glowing beams there, and then you're going to jump back into the arena there. That's the only way that you're able to prevent the damage. The first thing though, he always starts off with this attack here. You can jump over it, and jumping actually gives you more invincibility frames to avoid the attack entirely. I would recommend bringing Frostbite, Poison, Scarlet Rot, and Bleed. Those are going to be the most effective statuses that you can apply to him. Watch out for that grab there. He'll sometimes do 1 or 2 grabs in a row. Listening for the audio cue, you can dodge, and it's going to bounce you out of the way of it, but he does have a huge hitbox with it, so sometimes it will still hit you. If you got any relics or any items throughout your run that boost your damage negation after successive hits, that's going to be extremely useful here, or anything really that boosts up your overall damage negation, because that means you can be a lot more tanky, especially because a lot of his attacks are multi-hit attacks, so that can help out quite a bit here. Now, this boss is strong against lightning, so he takes 50% less damage from lightning and 20% less from fire, so I would not recommend bringing those, and that's why I recommend the Frostbite. In particular, if you can beat the Miasma of the Night, the Fissure in the Dark Ice Dragon boss fight, you get a relic that's very useful here because it apply Chilling Mist to your starting weapon, which I found very useful here. Now, whenever you see this big lightning charge building up, I recommend running away from it because he does a huge area of effect, and then the Spirit Springs here will pop up as you've seen. So this is the best way to counter it. Whenever you see him charging up that attack, Raider can use his ultimate to stun lock him, so can if you fully charge up the ultimate from Wilder, so those can bring him out of it, and you can actually make it so that he doesn't use that attack whatsoever. But into this third phase, he'll continue doing the headbanging attacks where he'll leave a little electric area near the ground. Again, you can jump to avoid those a little bit easier, so I'd recommend doing that if you're up close. But you can see there, that's his large release attack that he does, and then he'll sometimes after that create the tornado again. So you have to watch out for doing that multiple times during the fight. Whenever he grabs your team, that's a great chance to get some hits in, but I found most of his attacks are well telegraphed. Just that big electric attack there that you got to watch for, and then following up with that tornado. You can see him charging up that tornado. Whenever there's the purple there, that's where he's going to teleport to. Just run to the edge. I've always used the same Spirit Spring here, and I found that this worked best, so just run towards the top of the arena. I would recommend obviously reviving your teammates, but don't go out of your way too hard to do it, especially if you have 2 teammates trying to revive the same person, because that makes it a little bit challenging because his attacks are huge area of effects and he can take out both you guys at the same time. Now, with this fight, I would recommend just trying to brute force your way at any time where he's distracted with a teammate. Now, for Ironeye, I played this, and I found that the status weapons like Poison work really well. Rain of Arrows is great for applying statuses really quickly, so you can haul back with this, and it's just going to allow you to deal a ton of damage. Comet Azure is also a very useful spell against this fight, especially if you're playing Recluse, because you can just continually cast. But I would recommend Ironeye be on top of the revives. If you have a Wilder running in there, it just is a liability for them to get hit as well. But the big thing here is making sure that you have Frostbite, Poison, or Scarlet Rot on this boss at all times so that you're dealing extra damage to it, or reducing the amount of damage that it takes to take this boss out. So save your ultimates for strategic moments. I'd recommend for reviving your team, as that's just the best uses for it. But with these tips and tricks, you should be able to easily beat a Baron of the Night or the Gaping Jaw Sovereign Everdark in Elden Ring Nightreign. If this was useful, hit the subscribe button below.